Okay, good morning folks. I've been asked the ultimate question. Is my van capable of off-grid and how long? It's a good question. Is it capable? Absolutely. If you can hear that in the background, that's my diesel heater on number 1 and it's just nice and warm in here, nice and toasty. I've just got a pair of trousers on and a t-shirt. So that is powered by my leisure batteries, which takes very little, and I've also got a separate diesel tank in the back. Would you like to see that? Probably you would. Give me a second. Did it stop raining? Yes, it's pouring down. It was earlier. Okay, so this is a 15-litre tank I have just fitted. Sorry about that. And it's a substantial tank where there is no leakage. You put the fuel in the top and it cannot come out. It's a one-way valve. I put a standpipe in. This does not leak, and this is a solid bit of kit, and it's all been boxed in, sort of. That's it. Oh, while we're here, I have a Dukla portable shower and another portable shower in there. I've also got a very substantial sleeping bag if I require it, if the weather gets really cold. All my cooking stuff and everything's in there, and I have a propane bottle there. So let me explain. Hold on. So the definition of off-grid. Right, so for power I have one 100-watt solar panel on the roof. Okay, at the back here. He's wired through, comes down to my control panel, which is my charge control unit, which is this one here. And this is my distribution board, I call it, okay, which is for my lights. So let's have a bit of light on the matter. Okay, so my leisure battery's not quite finished yet. We're nearly there. We have one behind the driver's seat and one that I've encased. Inside here is gadgetries, gloves, stuff like that. Very aerated. There's a few tools in there, but I've incorporated 2 toolboxes. I'm going to show you them. Can I show you them? Yes, I can. They're actually under each of the seats, and they're DeWalt cases, and they don't get in the way, and they're full of tools and everything I need. So, right, let's go back to the question. Is my van off-grid? Right, I don't need shore power or electric hookup or stuff like that. That's definitely a no-no. I don't need that at all. The solar panel I have got is 100 watts. That supplies my 2 leisure batteries. One is 120 and the other one is 140 amp hour battery. That will also run my fridge, which is in here, which is an I'll show you that. Alpacool. I think that's how you pronounce it. Alpacool fridge. That's a 65-litre fridge. Runs off 12 volts only. It'll run for 3 days solid off a 80 amp hour leisure battery. Now, don't forget I've got 2 leisure batteries and one, so I've got 250 amp hour total, I think, something like that. 140 or 120, no, 260 amp hour batteries. You can do the calculation, they can do it online as well. So that'd be fine. Now, if I was getting low on power and it was getting like really bad on the weather, then I would shut this down probably and go to dry food if I was going to survive off-grid. I have a 2-burner hob cooker. I do not have induction plates. I think they are, well, they're not pointless, don't get me wrong, that's very efficient if you've got the weather for it. But me personally, no, I wouldn't have an induction hob if I was going off-grid, because you just lose too much power. I have got, sorry about the mess, we did a bit of work. So what I have got is a twin burner hob, and water and everything attached, and that's it. Also, I have in my drawers here, I have more cookers. This is my coffee set. I have a MSR Whisper Light stove. I have 2 fire maples, kettle, cooking pot, and a coffee grinder in there. I have more gas in the back in a pull-out drawer. Gas canisters. My like I said, my diesel heater is fired from a different tank, which is fine. I do not want to tap into my fuel tank, because if anything gets desperate, I'd rather have getaway fuel than heating fuel. And someone said once to me, which is a really good lesson, is if you're cold and the weather's cold, don't blame, what did he say? It's bad clothing, not bad weather. Good point. So if you've got the right clothes, you should be fine. So that's what you do. You accommodate yourself that you've got good clothes as well. So always calculate for the worst. I've got underneath there, so I got 4 things that Jane bought me for a birthday present, and that's for if we get stuck in mud and whatnot. We've got a couple of deck chairs underneath there. We have a porta potty. People ask me about that. You can do whatever you want. I mean, if you're not going to a campsite and you're going off grid, you can buy a poo bucket, or you can buy a porta potty, whatever you want. The poo bucket is just as good, and what that does, you can buy organic bags that come with it, so when you do your business in the bucket, you just stick it up and you can bury it, or whatever you want to do. Anyway, that's beside the point. Oh yeah, so in our cupboards as well, food wise, I have tins and stuff down below, sauces and stuff like that, and then in the next drawer I do like I've got some coffees and whatnot, some rice. I've also got, which I find really good, pasta. It's not just any, it's by a company called Heart. Can you see that? Heart. And it's reduced carbs, and it's also made from organic eggs, which I am definitely into. Gluten-free, which I'm into as well, because I'm a bit intolerant for that. So, you know, you'd stock up on that. I'm just another think about it. Oh, the fuel tank at the back for the diesel. If you wanted to, I have got a separate 20-litre tank, which I could fill before I went anywhere. If I was going for some long period of time, I'd fill that up. I'd also fill another 20-litre up with diesel for the engine if we were going off. We are thinking of going on a road trip next year, but nothing's been decided just yet. What else we got? Off grid. All my lights are LEDs. I don't have anything that draws anything more than a few watts. I think the heaviest one that draws is the fridge, and the diesel heater is the biggest consumption. As long as you've got a bit of sunshine, which even today is dull, but I'm still drawing in power from that. Let's go through the other drawers then. Let's have a quick look what else we got. In here I've got some soups and whatnot. I've also got some ground coffee, and I've got extra stuff like gas stoves. I've got another cooker here, which is quite good. Keep them as an emergency. I got my crockery drawers. What's that nice to say? Everything I need. Okay. Couple of knives. What's that? That's my charger. I also got wipes as well, bum wipes. Waste time being modest. Bum wipes and everything else you need. Antiseptic wipes. I've got first aid kits. Got 2 of those. 2 first aid kits. A mirror for look at yourself and how handsome. No. Anyway, in here I have a little bit of my entertainment centre, which is like I've got these thingy lights, strobe lights that go backwards forwards. I have water filtration systems. I have 2 of these, and these are Sawyer, but I also have an MSR, big one there, with a Nalge, know what they call them? Nalge. Where is he? He's here somewhere. Is he there? Where is he? You know, the big wide mouth Nalge, what do we call them? Can't be, there he is now. Anyway, I've got one of them as well. So I've got definitely water filtration system, so if I'm stuck, I've got water tanks here which I take with me, and if we needed more streams, some of that, these work really well. You can also take pills, take pills with you. But I've got multiple batteries, multiple chargers, multiple torches. A little bit mad on that. No, the syringe is for swilling out your soya things, pans and pots and pans and everything else, washing up liquid, that sort of stuff. In the van, what else? I've got fishing gear if I need that as well. I love fishing. I love trout as well. My top cupboard consists of your basic stuff, your sauces and things, spices, teas, coffees. Wraps I put in these special bags because they keep them nice and fresh. That sort of stuff in there. Marmite, ooh, I love Marmite. I've got Bovril somewhere as well, I think. There we go, Bovril in the back. What else can we go for? Don't forget, I've also got the Nighthawk, which is essential, which is a carbon monoxide alarm, which works exceptionally well. I have a portable Hoover, not brilliant, up here, and if you can see that properly, just put a bit of light on that. I have my GoPro stuff. I've got a cast iron skillet, baby drone, small drone. I also have a laptop. Now the laptop also runs from my 12-volt system. And that's what else? Got a couple of coats, a couple of trousers up there, some wipes. That's about it. Both of my seats swivel, should I say, making it quite a large lounge area. This is the bed. I'm sitting back about the bed now. So sorry about the mess. Yeah, what else? So, it's nice and warm in here, I must admit. My bed is high so that we've got loads of storage underneath. Like I said, we've got the quilt, but if we need more, we can take that with us. Need to finish off the back doors, need to finish off the side doors. I'm thinking of putting another shelf on the other side of the bed. So, back to the question, am I off-road? Self-sufficient, am I? Yes, absolutely, definitely. So I got my fuel sorted, my tank sorted, my water sorted. I got my fridge. You would buy dry foods and tin foods if you wanted to. Warm clothing. How long I can survive for? I reckon it easy. Well, that depends really. If you need the heat. If you don't need the heat and it's just your fridge and the weather's okay, I'm not going to say indefinitely, but I think I could do quite well, actually. If you had your dry foods and whatnot, and if you were fishing and you knew it was good and you can catch fish, you could survive quite comfortably for quite considerable time. I'm not going to say how long, but yeah, fire extinguisher as well. Don't forget safety. I've got a fire blanket underneath here as well. Tools, duct tape, definitely duct tape. All my cameras. So, yeah, in theory, I probably could say you could probably go 6 months off grid, possibly more, even more than that. The only time you'd have to go back online or back to the main would be for your fuel, really. Yeah, and I mean, I'd take another gas bottle with me if I needed to. That's a 6.5 kilo bottle at the very back. You saw that, the red one at the back. If I needed more than that, then I'd take another one with me, as is with the fuel. So 40 litres of fuel, I'd take another tank. Yeah, I'd be very comfortable. We have survived on that tank for over a month, the gas tank at the back, just by cooking or cooking outside. I've also got stick stoves. So I've got the Bushbox XL, and also I've got a gasifying stove which runs off twigs and whatnot. And you've also got the open fire if you're at the beach or anywhere where it's safe to have a fire. You've got that facility as well, so you can cook on an open fire. So really, the world is your oyster, as they say. So if this is any help to anybody, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and a like. I'll be doing another one on a gas versus induction, and I think you probably got the answer for that one. But yeah, is this van off grid? Yes. Do I need shore power? No. Do I ever need shore power? Nope. I've had it a couple of years now. I've never used it. So conclusion is yes, I'm definitely off-grid van. Depending on what you want, don't go mad. I mean, some people put 300, 400, 500 watt solar panels on and then they run them down to the batteries, but they got lithium batteries. Lithium batteries are extortionate. I couldn't afford them, so we've got lead acid batteries. They've never failed me yet. It runs everything I want, my lights, my fridge and my diesel heater. And that's it. That's all I need. So yeah, would I go lithium? Maybe one day if I'm rich, but that's not going to happen at the moment. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and a like. I will just name it, is my van off grid? And the answer is yes. All right, take care. Love you guys loads, and we'll definitely see you in the next one.